right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another episode of Extremely Practical Science. Here's your host, Jeffrey Kane. Oh, wait, that's not him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Hello, guests, and welcome to another episode of Extremely Practical Science. Today, we're going to explore a mystery that has pondered mankind for 2 full days. That's right. We're going to look at how fast does the Frisbee spin when you throw it? Yes, quite the conundrum. So, what do we need in order to do this? Let's find out.
First things you're going to want to get are paper and pencil. You'll want a large Frisbee, a long measuring tape, some duct tape, some other Scotch tape, and lastly, a GoPro camera. So the duct tape is going to be the major thing that holds the GoPro to the Frisbee, but I didn't want my GoPro to get all sticky with that duct tape residue. So first I placed some Scotch tape all around it, starting with the bottom. Then I affixed the camera to the Frisbee, taped the top, sides, and the back. Then I did the exact same thing with the duct tape, as you can see here. Give it a good shake, make sure that it's not going to come loose, and then the next thing, check to make sure that you can actually turn it on still. Good. Next thing is to measure out the distance that you're going to throw the Frisbee. I measured out 40 feet.
Now remember, the goals of our experiment are to see 1, how fast was the Frisbee traveling, 2, how fast was the Frisbee spinning. Now, you might be wondering the same thing that I am, which is, well, the Frisbee could spin at a different rate depending on how I release the Frisbee, and that's true. So, what we're going to do is part 1, throw the Frisbee as I normally would, and see if we can discern how fast it's traveling then. I suspect that the Frisbee will be spinning too quickly and the camera footage will be too fast. We won't be able to make anything out. So then I'm going to do a second throw where I throw it with less oomph, less rotation, in hopes that we can make some sense of the footage. Then we're going to have a bonus, and we'll get to that when we get to that.
Oh, and you'll need a lovely assistant to catch the Frisbee. So here's throw number 1 with regular power. Okay, nice catch. Now let's check out the view from the GoPro on the Frisbee. Ready? Whoa, pretty cool, huh? But could you make anything out of it? Let's try out throw number 2. Another good catch, but definitely a slower throw. Let's look at the footage from the GoPro.
2.
Pretty cool, huh? Okay, now let's go see if we can find out how fast the Frisbee was traveling in throw number 1. Alright, so for throw number 1, the Frisbee traveled 40 feet over 1.2 seconds, which is 33.3 feet per second, or 22.7 miles per hour. Okay, now here comes the moment of truth. Can we figure out how fast the Frisbee was spinning when we slow down the footage from the GoPro? Okay, I've slowed the footage by 5 times. Let's see if we can count how many times I come into the frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Well, that's cool. On throw number 1, since the GoPro films at 60 frames per second, we're able to slow it down enough to count how many times I come into the frame, which is about 8.5 times. So, if we do the math on that, we have 8.5 rotations over 1.2 seconds, which is about 7.08 rotations per second, or 425 RPM.
Alright, time for our bonus round. So we know how fast the Frisbee was moving at 22.7 miles per hour. We know that it was rotating at 425 RPM. And now it's time to find out, if there was a little man on the end of the Frisbee, how fast was he rotating with respect to the center?
Alright, first thing we want to do is measure the diameter of the Frisbee, which is 10.5 inches, or 0.875 feet. And we can find out the perimeter of the circle, which is pi d. In this case, that's about 3 feet. So 1 rotation of the Frisbee is 3 feet. And at 425 RPM, that means the little man travels at 1,275 feet per minute, or 14.5 miles per hour with respect to the center of the Frisbee.
I wonder what that would look like, a little man on the end of the Frisbee.
Oh no, oh no, oh no!
That was absolutely splendid, wasn't it? Okay, thank you folks for joining me on another episode of Extremely Practical Science. Join me next time when we throw the GoPro into the lake attached to a fishing line, and then we can see what we find at the bottom of the lake. Okay, bye!